Back to markets. Scott Crothers and Stifel Nicholas. Good morning, Scott Crothers.
Good morning, McGraw.
All right, how did we finish back on Friday?
Way back on Friday, the Dow lost 11 points and closed at 24,311 after a lower read on GDP. It was a light day after a very busy week, and we ended the week down a little over 0.5%. Prices for treasuries fell for the fourth consecutive week, pushing the yield up to 2.959%.
All right, you mentioned GDP. What'd they say?
Well, the first look at first quarter GDP came in up 2.3%. Now, that was the best first quarter since 2015. However, consumer spending only grew 1.1%, the slowest growth in 5 years. Business spending increased and helped offset lower spending from consumers. The first quarter is typically the slowest quarter, and we will get 2 more revisions on this report. So, hopefully we'll be higher on the next revision. So.
Yeah. And then the big news is going to affect everybody is first Sprint was going to buy T-Mobile. Now T-Mobile is going to try and buy Sprint?
There you go. T-Mobile is trying to buy Sprint for $26 billion. Its third try in 4 years. T-Mobile will control the company, and it will keep T-Mobile's name. It's an all-stock deal and is dependent on regulatory approval. If approved, the new company would have about 100 million customers compared to 116 million for Verizon and 93 million for AT&T.
Yeah. And when you say regulatory approval, that's no easy task since the regulators wouldn't let them do it before.
Right. But when you look at those numbers, though, it sure makes sense that they would let them do it now.
Yeah.
Just because they would basically be right there, able to compete with both Verizon and AT&T.
Yeah.
They'd be about the same size.
We'll see what happens, but that's news breaking overnight. And then finally, what is Marathon Petroleum?
Yeah, well, Marathon Petroleum, it's the second largest refiner in America, and they are buying Andeavor for $20 million or $20 billion. Andeavor owns 10 refineries and many pipelines. The cash and stock deal is a 24% premium to Friday's close, and we've seen a lot of mergers in the utility and energy sectors this year, about $165 billion so far, or twice the amount of last year already. So.
All right, and then markets today as we start the week.
Well, today the Dow looks up over 100 points. We've got a lot of earnings this week, including McDonald's this morning and Apple, after the bell tomorrow. Plus, we have a lot of economic reports, including the big jobs report on Friday. We have a 2-day Fed meeting starting tomorrow, so it should be a busy week.
All right, there you go. Scott Crothers, thanks for checking in. Have a good day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.